Welcome, Yack Watchers, to the not-so-humble abode of one Mr. James Warren White Esquire. And he's better known as Jimmy White, the snooker legend. What? And that wasn't really an impression of him so much as a generic southern accent. But anyway, I ain't gonna be snookering you tonight, because I suck at this game, as evidenced by my paltry high break of 9 here. There will be no snooker or pool in this video. Instead, we shall be focusing on Jimbo's virtual house, which I hope to one day purchase. Yes, this is going to be just like one of those cheesy daytime television property shows. Just, let me know if you hear anybody at the door, because I don't think we're supposed to be here. Here's a bubblegum machine, which sadly doesn't give you any bubblegum whatsoever. It does, however, predict the lottery numbers, and rather badly too. Now apparently, you can buy a burger and chips from this American-themed diner. Evidently, they've run out of fries. And here's Jimbo during his time as a pitcher for the Washington Red Sox. Yeah, I don't remember it either. It looks like Jimmy likes to keep photographs of the awesome development team on his walls. More on that later on, because here is a fruit machine. Yes, the fruit machine has come a long way since Amstrad's fruit machine in 1984. Although, back then, it had its own game dedicated to it, but now it's relegated to a mere side game. The golden age of the one-armed bandit in video games has well and truly passed. We've just won here though, $4.25. But then I become sad when I remember this is the United Kingdom, nowhere accepts dollars. It's like when you win those stupid prize tokens at an arcade. How come you can never use them to buy a beer in the bar anyway? Pint of Guinness? That'll be £1.60, or 15 Happy Fun Time Slots tokens. Well, I'm trying my hardest to phone home, but this phone is completely non-interactive. Oh, what's this? A basketball game! Oh, boom shakalaka, yes! I wonder if that's the production team again. Oh, here we go, alley-oop! It's a bit anachronistic, isn't it? A colour television in a 50s themed bar? We can't be doing with black and white. It's the work of the devil. Sadly, you cannot drink the wine or build a house of beer mats, which is something that I like to do down my local pub. Drunkards keep coming and knocking them down, though. Pool pics, eh? I'm really not comfortable looking at Jimbo's private photo album here. Oh look, Jimmy White made a pool game! Are we being led to believe that Jimbo likes programming computer games in between running the world's snooker circuit? Well, I actually like little things like these because they give a brief glimpse into the development of the game. For example, the team needed 2 fridges of beer to sustain them. And yes, the team did spend the vast majority of the time standing around with pool cues. Notice the blatantly photoshopped packet of Walker's Ready Salted there. And Fred, who looks to be a relative of Douglas, the Lurpak Butterman. There are 2 of these, one's in Russia and one's in the White House. Ooh, another Cold War joke. And speaking of cold, I have no idea who that is, or how they managed to get her to pose for that. Don't bother visiting this website, because it does not exist. Over here, we have a cigarette machine, Murfitt's Vending Co. I'll bet this Murfitt bloke is one of the programmers. And so is Mark Bro. Mark Brotherton, perhaps? 25 cents for a pack of cigarettes? Dirt cheap! Finally, a place where I can spend my arcade tokens. Ah, so not only does this Mark bloke own a cigarette company, but he excels at pool as well. I mean, come on, nobody beats Archer McLean. Did you see his appearance on Games Master? Go and look it up and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Now this jukebox sadly doesn't work. Something to do with my version of DirectX probably. But here, the toilet is out of order. We can't use it just like in Can I Cheat Death? I'm noticing a theme here. These pub games don't have working toilets. Oh yes, I forgot. People in video games don't need to use the toilet, do they? Well, except that guy out of Metal Gear Solid. You can't use this cabinet until you've beaten Jimmy White, which these days is not that hard a task. Sorry, Jimmy. No, it's so tempting. Delicious cider, but it's virtual. No. And it's not as if we can just jump over the bar and steal some... Or is it? What's the point? It tastes of nothing. Well, I guess there's nothing else in here we can steal, so it's time to skedaddle. Hey look, this game really does have a thing for naked ladies, doesn't it? And I'm surprised they haven't pasted a picture of Jimmy White on there. Now, it's time to enter the snooker room, which is home to a scary pair of dismembered floating hands. But I'm going to cut the melodrama and change the music. Oh yeah, I can't, can I? Screw you, DirectX! There's nothing in this box, and as far as I know, it serves no purpose other than eye candy. This globe over here, however, does serve a purpose. You can spin it around! Just like you can with a real globe. Ah, the realism! Look at it spin, look at it spin! All the little people flying off into outer space. Yeah, that's enough of that. Aha! Here's a little trinket that Jimbo received for winning the 1987 UK Championships. The swords there are used to repel jealous Steve Davises. What's this over here? It's another book. I'm a little bit apprehensive after the naked lady incident. There's a screenshot from your typical camcorder LP of World Snooker Championships 2007. What, so the first office was located on the roof of a building? That's taking the old Beatles Abbey Road thing a little bit too far, don't you think? Hey, art worker! You've forgotten to edit out the bottle of Heinz tomato ketchup there. Oh no, they'll be after royalties now. Yes, I'd love to work on a project where playing snooker counts as research. And those are the floating hands. Now, let me tell you how these worked. Basically, they cut off some bloke's hands, which you're seeing just here, and reanimated them using the high-tech gloves. They are then cursed to spend the rest of their days as personal slaves to Jimmy White and our anonymous intruders. Oh, well, you're bound to have hardware problems if you stick pliers in the motherboard or whatever that is. A Microsoft mouse. No wonder they suffered from stress problems. Yes, good luck working out of a castle, because, as I know from personal experience, living in a castle as I do, they generally don't have a very good electricity supply. Oh, by the way, when you unlock the cheat mentioned in the book there, the bloke out of Monty Python comes into the room, stark naked, except for his bow tie, and starts playing the piano for you. Yes, this game really is obsessed with nudity, isn't it? And speaking of the cheat, we are just about to activate it, so if you are afraid of spoilers, look away now. We take a look at this fantastically rendered plant pot, and oh, what's that in the background? A mouse hole of some sort. If you click on the thread, we can enter it! Yes! In this house, not even the rat holes are populated. Jimmy really needs to get his central heating fixed. He's even got a little light bulb at the top there. How cute! I wonder if we can now play the rat at snooker, and that's what we've actually unlocked. Unfortunately, you can't get a head start on your opponent by fiddling with the scores on this board. I've tried it. Yep, the computer cheats, but you can't. Boo! Well, that's it for the snooker room, unfortunately. And there are those scary floating hands again. Get them away! Get them away! I think we'd better get out of here before Jimmy comes back. Although, considering the modern snooker circuit, he's probably away in Germany playing in one of those PTC tournaments. Still, best to be on the safe side. Fine art licensed from the Extreme Titillation Archives, London. I knew it!